Useless. You are absolutely useless. You can't even wash a frickin' shirt. It came out of the wash and it's just as dirty as it was before. Why didn't you get rid of these stains?
Stains? I didn't notice any stains. Plus, it's not like I have the time to carefully examine every square inch of every piece of clothing that goes through the wash. If there's a stain on your shirt you wanted me to take care of, you should have told me beforehand. If you just toss everything into the hamper in one balled up mess, I'm going to miss a stain every once in a while.
Are you kidding me? The laundry is your job. I have enough to think about with my schoolwork and social life, Mom. Don't make me do your job for you.
I suppose you could say it's my job to do the laundry. But if that's the case, it's your job to tell me about any stains you're concerned about. They're your clothes. Take responsibility. You're not a baby anymore, Ashley. You're just about to start high school. You can use your words like a big girl.
Shut up! But you're not in any position to be giving me orders. You don't even know how to do the frickin' laundry. God, I have no idea why Dad has put up with you for this long. You can't cook, you can't clean, you can't do anything right. What point is there in keeping you around? He should have divorced you years ago. Like, immediately after I was born. Honestly, why did he even marry a waste of space like you? Not only are you stupid, ugly, and incompetent, you're also 10 years older than him. That's, like, insane.
Yes. This conversation again. Can we skip it? I know that you resent me being so much older than your father. You don't need to remind me.
Not a chance. You clearly don't understand just how bad it is.
No, trust me. You've made yourself very clear. I don't know how you could make it any more clear than telling me to never come to any school events because you were afraid people would think I was your grandmother.
It's a disgrace that I even had to tell you that. Like, aren't you embarrassed of yourself? You're the oldest mom out of anyone else in my class by a long shot. Not that I've ever thought of you as my mom. You're just some old woman Dad keeps around for God knows what reason. So yeah, the parent-teacher conference coming up, you don't need to bother going. You're not my mom.
I am your mother, and I have done a completely respectable job of that for the last 14 years. You've never wanted anything for your entire life. It's really a shame that you've never appreciated that.
There's nothing to appreciate. Your food tastes like crap, laundry comes out smelling like a skunk, and the house is constantly filthy. Why do you think I've never had any friends over to the house? Seriously, you have no business at all calling yourself a mother. And if you don't get that, I don't know what to tell you.
Both your father and I have our own jobs, Ashley. I'm working from 9 to 5 every weekday, just like all the other hardworking people out there. I can't do all the housework by myself. But despite that, neither of you ever lift a finger to help me. If you were concerned about the state of the house, why haven't you done anything about it until now? You know where the vacuum cleaner is.
No way. I'm not doing that. That's your job.
My job is actually in an office.
I am not talking about your fake job. I am talking about your real job. Why don't you quit your job cleaning toilets at the convenience store or whatever and take care of your own family? That's what all my friends' moms do.
Well, unlike your friends' moms, I need to work to keep us afloat. Your dad makes next to no money, so without my income, we'd be homeless within a few weeks. Your friends' dads must be ambitious and hardworking men, and I'm glad for them. Your father is different, though.
Don't you dare blame your inability to manage our finances on my dad. Dad works his butt off to pick up your slack. All you do is blame everyone but yourself. You're the problem, Mom. Out of all the women in the world, why did I have to be born as your daughter? You won't even give me a proper allowance. What am I supposed to do with $80 a month? I can't buy anything with that. Thanks to you being such a stingy old maid, I'm stuck with buying cheap clothes and makeup. All the other girls in my class go to the salon like every other week with their allowance. I'd have to save up my allowance for months to be able to do that. So they all have the trendiest clothes and hairstyles while I'm stuck on the late 2000s styles. I just know all my friends are secretly laughing at me whenever I leave the room.
If that's true, I don't think they're very good friends. But regardless, you're in the 8th grade, Ashley. Why are you getting so worked up over silly things like clothes and hairstyles? Need I remind you that my allowance when I was a kid was a whopping $0.00. So yeah, I think you can make do with $80 a month. It's not like money grows on trees. Consider it an opportunity for you to learn about balancing a budget and understanding the value of money.
I understand it plenty. The new skirt I want costs $250. You only give me $80 a month, therefore I can't buy the skirt.
Then save up your money to buy it.
By the time I can buy it, it'll already be out of style. I tried going over your head and telling Dad to give me more money, but you know what he said? He said he wants to give me more, but you won't let him. Who do you think you are? That's his money, not yours.
I think I'm your mother. And it's my money, not his. So I can do with it what I please.
Liar! I know you're lying.
I know better than to try and convince you otherwise, so for argument's sake, let's say you're right. It's all your father's money, and I'm being mean and not letting you have more. If that were the case, is this really the best way to go about getting an increase in your allowance? Yelling at me and insulting me? Here's a lesson in negotiation. I have all the power here. If you want me to give you something, you need to provide something of value to me in return. There are a number of ways you can do that. You could help out with chores like vacuuming or sweeping, or you could simply obey the rules I already set for you. I can't remember the last time you came home before your curfew.
Oh, would you just shut up already? God! My curfew? You're joking, right? Curfews are for losers. I'm not going to be the only one of my friends telling everyone else, sorry, gotta go. My mom wants me to be home by 10. And if you want me to be around the house more often, why don't you give me more fun things to do around here? I want more video games, but you haven't let me buy any since last month.
How many games could you possibly need? You already have so many.
And there it is again. Honestly, that is the reason I don't want to be around the house. You act like you have all the answers just because you're older than me. Way, way older than me. I'm sick and tired of you bossing me around.
Okay, well, I suppose we're at an impasse then. You're not getting any more money out of me, Ashley. You'll be 16 in a few years, and once you turn 16, you can get a job and make your own money. You can do whatever you want with your money, just like me. Until then, you'll have to deal with what you're given. If you would stop acting like a child, though, I may be more willing to talk about increasing your allowance.
I can't talk to you right now.
Speaking of which, how are you talking to me right now? Oh, yeah. With the phone that I bought for you? It wasn't cheap either. So you're in no position to be complaining to me while using something bought with the fruits of my labor.
I hate you. I hate you so much. All my friends get whatever they want, but I get nothing.
Your phone isn't nothing.
Shut up. Why are you even still here anyway? I thought you would understand by now that me and Dad both hate you and you are not wanted. You're not my mother, and I don't want you coming to my middle school graduation ceremony.
Here we go again. Look, Ashley, I'm tired from both work and this conversation.
I'm tired of you. I hate having an old mom. It's humiliating. If you come to the graduation ceremony tomorrow, I'm not going.
I guess you feel really strongly about this. Fine then, Ashley. Have it your way. You don't want me to go, so I won't.
Yes! Don't you dare sneak in without telling me either. If I see you in the seats, I am throwing you out myself. I'll tell everyone you're a homeless old woman who keeps stalking me. Why don't you make yourself useful for a change and finally clean the house properly? Either that or go and make some more money to spend on me. Actually, no. Don't spend it on me. Just give me the cash.
No, Ashley, I don't think I will. Tomorrow is your graduation ceremony, and I think I'll graduate too.
Huh? What do you mean graduate?
From being your mom. You're old enough to take care of yourself, so you don't need me to do your cooking or laundry anymore. In a few years, you'll even be able to get a job. If you're going to treat me like this, then I don't see any reason for me to stick around just to support you. I'm done.
That sounds great to me. Why did you think I was going to say to that? Did you think I'd get all weepy and beg you to stay? Not a chance. I want you to leave. I've wanted you to leave for as long as I can remember. You do nothing around here but cause problems for me and Dad, so you leaving will be a plus for both of us.
For your sake, I hope you're right.
I know I'm right. Don't think I don't know the truth about your job.
Why did you put quotation marks around the word job there?
You know exactly why.
I don't actually, but you're free to think whatever you'd like of me. You're none of my concern anymore. The day may come one day when you come to regret your words to me today. But when that day comes, I'm afraid it'll be already too late for you.
That day will never come, so stop worrying about me and start packing your bags.
Very well. Enjoy life with your father, Ashley. Goodbye.
Is it true, Dana? Did you really abandon your family? Justin just called me and told me. I don't understand. What happened?
Hi there, Nellie. I'm really sorry about the way everything happened. Please know that I never intended to disappear without at least saying my proper goodbyes to you. It's just that it was all so sudden. I had to move, change my name, make new bank accounts, credit cards. I've never divorced anyone before. I had no idea it was going to be this much work.
No, it's okay. You don't have to apologize to me for anything. I was just surprised, that's all. I didn't hear from you in a few months, and then all of a sudden my brother tells me he got divorced. I guess I'm confused more than anything. Ashley's just about to start high school, and this is a really important phase in her life. She needs her mother now more than she ever will again. I have a ton of questions, and I guess the biggest one is, why now? I know it might not be fair of me to judge the situation based on only hearing one side of the story, but from what I've heard, the best I can say about what you're doing is that it's incredibly irresponsible.
Can I take that to mean you're willing to at least hear my side of the story?
Of course.
Well, that's a relief. I don't know the specifics of what Justin has been telling you guys about our relationship. But let me start out by saying that I have done the very best I could to be a good mother and wife, and have done everything in my power to support this family. For the last 10 years, both Justin and Ashley have been treating me like their slave. They've made me do all the housework by myself and have never lifted a finger to help me. Meanwhile, I have to be the family's breadwinner in addition to their housekeeper. The only reason they still have that house is because I was paying the mortgage. Justin has never had a respectable job. He spends most of his time spending my money. In spite of that, they've never even given me so much as a simple thank you. Quite the contrary, they do nothing but mock and ridicule me. No shirt is ever clean enough, no food is ever good enough, no amount of money is ever sufficient. Now they're telling me they hate me and want me to leave. So I'm giving them their wish and leaving. That's all.
No. They've been treating you that way for 10 years? And you say they're telling you they hate you? Does that mean you get the feeling they hate you, or...
No, I mean they, in no uncertain terms, tell me they hate me all the time. Especially Ashley. I know it may be hard to believe, but I can send you screenshots of our recent text conversations. The content is pretty shocking, though.
That's insane. Oh, this is so much to take in. So, you're the breadwinner, not Justin? That's not what he's been telling me.
Let me take a wild stab in the dark. He's been telling you that he works hard every day of the week to provide for the family, and I'm the one wasting his money. I'll bet he even told you that he's the one doing all the chores. Do I have that right?
Yeah, that's about right.
Yeah, I figured as much. I'll bet you're not the only one he's lying to either. He told me a few months ago that you hate my guts and that I should never talk to you again.
What? He did? Of course not. Sure, all I've ever heard about you was negative, but I just thought he needed someone to vent to. And like I said, all I got was half of the story. I have never hated you, Dana.
It's really nice to hear you say that, Nellie.
I don't get it, though. Why would he do that? Why tell you I hate you?
If I had to guess, I'd say it's because he didn't want me revealing the truth to you.
Good grief, I feel like an idiot. I didn't think it was quite as bad as he made it out to be, but he actually had me believing that you were somewhat of a slacker on housework.
Yeah, that lie is so ridiculous that it's hard to get mad about it. It's comical, really. Despite never working, I don't think he's ever even washed a single plate in all of our marriage. I doubt he even knows how to use the vacuum cleaner.
Wow. I'm so sorry you had to go through all of that. It must have been so hard. What about Ashley, though? Was he at least involved in her life?
Kinda, but not really. At least whenever I was home, he barely even said a single word to her unless it was to insult me. I worked, did the housework, and took care of Ashley nearly entirely by myself. The only time he ever took care of her was when I left to go to work. But even then, that was only until he got to your mom's place. Then he just dumped Ashley with her and went off doing his own thing.
Wait, you mean he wasn't really working? I was there a few times when he used to drop Ashley off. He always said he was going to work and would come to pick her up when he was done. What was he doing all that time?
Drinking, mostly. And wasting my money in myriads of other ways. No matter how much money I gave him, he would always go through it in a few days at most. Then, when he ran out, he would get mad at me for not giving him enough. He would yell at me, call me stingy, and a slew of other foul things. And sometimes, he would do more than yell.
Oh my God, no. Don't tell me he was physically violent with you.
Sometimes.
Oh, you poor, poor thing, Dana. Why have you put up with this for so long?
Honestly, it was for Ashley. I always told myself that I needed to hold out until she graduated from high school. Even if she treated me horribly, she's still my daughter. But now, though, she's telling me she doesn't want me to be her mother and never saw me as her mother. So I decided to move my plan to leave up a few years. In a way, I'm grateful for the way she spoke to me. If not for that, I would have had to put up with another 4 years of living with them.
Mom, please come back. I can't do this anymore. Dad lied to me.
I'm sorry, who are you? I think you may have the wrong number.
What are you talking about? You know who I am. I'm your daughter, Ashley.
Daughter? Sorry, not ringing any bells. I don't have a daughter.
Knock off the act, will you? I get your point. You're mad about what I said to you, right? Well, I take it all back. I need your help, Mom. There's no one else I can turn to. You want me to apologize? I'll do it. I'm sorry, Mom. I'm sorry for saying all those horrible things about you.
I hate to interrupt your Grammy award-winning performance, but you're wasting your time. I am finally free of you in your dad's clutches. For 10 years, I've been putting up with a living hell every day inside that house, and I don't have to put up with it anymore. I'm never coming back. I'm enjoying my life without you more than I ever did with you.
Don't talk like that, Mom. I didn't know the truth about Dad, but I do now.
Congratulations. That doesn't change anything. If you want help dealing with him, you'll have to look elsewhere.
I've tried everything else, though, even Aunt Nellie.
I'm curious, what did she tell you?
She told me that she won't help me. She said I'll have to take care of myself. So, you get it, Mom. You're the only person I have left.
Would you stop calling me your mom? You have never called me that before in your life, and it's too late to start now. I am not going to be the mother of an ungrateful daughter or the wife of an ungrateful husband.
Please, I am begging you. I had no idea that Dad didn't actually have a real job. You weren't taking his money. He was taking yours. Everything he ever told me was lies.
Yeah, stupid lies. And you believed every single one. If you're trying to use that as an excuse for your behavior, though, it's not going to work.
Can you really blame me for not knowing, though? I was a child. I mean, I am a child. I thought Dad was a hard worker and that you were just a lazy old woman. Whenever he dropped me off at Grandma's, he would tell me he would come back after work.
And the truth was, he was nothing but a drunk and compulsive gambler who was using money from my paycheck to finance his habits. When your grandmother first talked to me about you being at her place nearly every day, I was shocked. I had no idea that was going on.
Wait a minute. That's where he was going?
I didn't know at first either. I first had to confront him about why he was leaving you with Grandma. He told me he was working, which I didn't believe at all. So I took the day off one day and followed him, and he made a pit stop at the bar on his way to the casino.
Is that why he's got all that debt now?
Wow, now that I didn't know about. I really dodged a bullet leaving him when I did. Incredible. He spent all of his own money and my money, but that wasn't enough.
I thought you said he didn't work, though.
Well, he never had a steady job, but he would do odd jobs for cash from time to time. I never saw a penny of that money. He kept it all. That is, until he inevitably spent it on booze or some other stupid thing.
He asked you for money and went gambling and drinking with it? He's a jerk!
Didn't you wonder why he always told you to ask me about increasing your allowance? He didn't have any money to give you.
He told me it's because you controlled all our finances.
That is kind of true, actually. But it's just because I was the family's only source of income and didn't give him any more than absolutely necessary.
But I don't get it. Why did Dad lie to me so much?
It all started around 10 years ago when he cheated on me with a younger woman.
What? Dad cheated on you?
I thought I shouldn't tell you until you were older. It would have been too much for a young girl like you to handle. But now I have no reason to hold back anything anymore. He cheated on me, but I decided to forgive him and not divorce him. You were 4 years old. I thought you needed your father.
You did it for me?
Weird, huh? A mother caring for her daughter. Imagine that. But even though he was the one who cheated on me and I forgave him when I didn't have to, he still blamed me for everything. He told me it was my fault that he cheated.
You're kidding.
I wish I were. He said that I wasn't putting enough effort into my appearance, so it was only natural he'd go looking for a more attractive woman.
What the? You're telling me my dad's a run-of-the-mill scumbag? Why'd you marry him in the first place?
If I had known he was that kind of man to betray his wife like that, I definitely wouldn't have. Maybe I was flattered by having a younger man give me so much attention. But in any case, I sincerely regret marrying him. It's entirely my fault. I terribly misjudged his character. But he's not my problem anymore. And neither are you.
Wow, Mom. I had no idea what a bad guy Dad was. But I can see him for what he is now. I'm sorry for treating you so bad all these years. Now that the truth is out in the open, we can finally start to repair our relationship.
Excuse me?
I'm gonna live with you from now on. I don't need to stick around with some loser like Dad just because I share some of his DNA. We can start from scratch, go back to being a mother and daughter again. So please come by the house and pick me up as soon as possible.
You know, you really are just like your father. You say whatever you want to say, then change your tune when it's convenient for you. Sorry, Ashley, but I won't be fooled by either of you ever again.
But Dad fooled me. It's all his fault.
You're not going to lay this all on him. Sure, he was a bad father and lied to you. But any decent person would have known that your behavior was out of line. You also could have easily figured out your dad was lying to you by talking to me. That's what your Aunt Nellie did.
Mom, please. I need you to take care of me.
I need to take care of myself for the first time in 10 years. You can do the same. Goodbye, Ashley. Ashley kept trying to contact me after that, so I blocked her number. I learned my lesson. Nothing good will come from dealing with them. It's time for me to cut ties with my old life and start building up my own future. I still chat with Nellie from time to time, though. She told me that Justin and Ashley spent the next 2 years taking on more and more debt until no one would lend to them anymore. She moved out of the house as soon as she turned 16, dropped out of school, and started working. I hope she learns a valuable life lesson out of all of this about the value of money and the importance of kindness to those close to you. I hope she does, anyway. I wouldn't count on it, though.